Previously on the Death Saving Bros podcast. So we will need in the records tower in the city's keep.
I have a better idea. I'd like to interview for a job.
If you can get the key to Donovan and to Jack, then they can go into the room.
Well, Hermina, or should I say Lady Nightvale, could you write a letter of recommendation about how great I am?
Can we pull a 21 Jump Street where we accidentally switch our papers?
Let me go ahead and get you your first tour of the keep.
Are you fucking kidding me? That worked?
Flying colors.
Alright, yeah, no, so we'll just head up to the guard. This is a priest, and we're here to look at some holy shit.
What is your priest's name?
Priesterson. Natural 20.
Go ahead, right on in. What are you doing while you wait for Josh and Dosh on their tour?
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to give Jack here the appearance of a Wookiee.
It's going to be an issue when we come by and see a Wookiee and a guard. I don't know we're going to know to pass off the key to him.
The guard of the records room immediately looks your way. Hey, what are you doing over there?
Transporting the prisoner.
I need to cast blindness on the guard.
You manage to blind the guard.
Can I use a bonus action to dominate him? I whisper in his ear.
Don't scream.
Wait, does this guy have a key on him?
That would save me having to make a fucking wall.
You guys get into the record room. Give me an investigation check.
It's a nat 20.
You have the scroll that identifies where Hoke Vanderberg is residing. The guards are shouting, "Intruders!"
Boom, I've released my arrow as a reaction.
in the throat.
Cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
I'm gonna just run by him, close the door.
And Josh and Dosh, when you reach the 10th floor, you hear maniacal laughter happening. And you see a guard with an arrow in its neck. The tour guide goes, "Intruder alert! You must leave.
Are we getting fired?
You are not being fired. I can't deal with you right now. Oh my gosh." Welcome to another episode of the Death Saving Bros podcast. I am your host and dungeon master, Paul Camper. With me today, I have Ben Renfro.
You guys know how male bees die after having sex?
No, it's the praying mantis.
The male bees also die after having sex, which means their whole life is about honey, nut, Cheerio.
Brad Richards.
I'm gonna get to you in 1 second, Paul Campbell. What sorry-ass website did you get that off of? Because, by God, that was horrible. Anyways, hey, Paul.
What's up?
What's the difference between a lentil and a chickpea?
I don't know, actually.
I don't want to hear this.
I wouldn't pay $50 to have a lentil on my face. Is he laughing?
Kinda.
Matt Smith?
Got him.
How am I like a male bee?
Your whole life is about honey, nut, and Cheerio?
I also die after I have sex.
Glad that you're still here with us to record this today.
Don't play with that. You'll go blind.
And Brad Renfro.
Hey, Paul, thanks for having me tonight.
He really likes the joke. What's the difference between a lentil and a chickpea? You should try it.
You know what you should try? You should try playing Dungeons & Dragons with me tonight, because this is our 96th episode of the Death Saving Bros 5th edition actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast.
You know what 96 is
I
backwards?
knew that motherfucking shit was coming as soon as you looked at me. 69.
Yeah.
Why don't we 68 and I'll owe you one?
It's now going to be called 76. Fucking inflation. Paul, this
I
is
just
where you
got it.
start.
I'm sorry, what? Which part?
The inflation joke.
Yeah, the 76, because I was like, wait a second, coming down from 96 to 76, that would be deflation, but you were going up from 69, so now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
This is just.
Either way,
This isn't worth it.
69's a mouthful, either way. Let's keep it. I hate
Let's keep it
myself.
rolling. All right.
Cheerio.
Last time on the Death Saving Bros podcast, our adventurers, who are named Dosh Johnson, Josh Donson, Jack Jackerson, and Donovan like Cher.
No.
You got this backwards.
You forgot my middle name.
I think you misnamed 2 of the characters. You got them backwards. It was actually Dosh Johnson and Josh
Oh, you
Donson.
mean Dosh Johnson and Josh Johnson? Yeah. Thank you for correcting me.
See, you said Dosh Johnson and Josh Donson, but what you really meant was Dosh Johnson and Josh Donson.
Yes, thank you for correcting me.
Not to be mistaken with Josh Johnson and Dosh Donson either. Those are 2 other completely different characters we haven't met yet.
I still don't like the fact that my middle name has yet to be referenced.
How funny would that have been if we had Dosh Johnson, Josh Donson,
Josh Johnson.
and Dosh Donson?
Josh Johnson. That Paul would probably fucking hate us.
We had a golden opportunity.
So completely.
I think the listeners would have hated us as well.
Nobody cares about them. We care about ourselves. We care more about pissing you off than we do about pleasing our listeners. Let's just get this
Yes,
straight.
we do, because just had that conversation on Reddit. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Sounds good.
Wait, you said Jack's middle name hasn't been referenced?
Correct.
What is Jack's middle name? I don't think I know this.
I feel like we should wait till an
We have to
opportunity.
work it in naturally.
Hey, you got to work it in. I can't just say it.
God, play the game.
God damn it. Stop metagaming, bitch.
First thing my character does hey, buddy, what's your middle name?
That's fine.
And you can do that. But first, let me give a little bit of a recap. So, you 4 were going into the free city of Chorus and trying to access the locked shipping records in one of the guard towers so that you could locate the residence of Hoke Vanderberg. You successfully did that, albeit via a method that was not planned at all. But you were successful and everybody managed to get out of there alive. You found the shipping records, which indicated that Hoke lives in a suburb outside of the main part of Chorus, which is technically just like a sprawling city of various boroughs and suburbs. So you head back to the inn where your companions, Wilhelmina, Finrail, Vigus, and Taylor are all staying waiting for you, and Taylor says, "Well, did you get it?"
We did, no thanks to you and your lazy ass, dragon ass, high level magic caster ass.
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 Well, if I just did everything for you, when would you ever learn?
Why would we need to learn if if you could do everything for us? You're saying you're putting the fate of Ralvaria in the hands of
A learning opportunity?
a learning opportunity for us. The hell is wrong with you?
Hey, sometimes plan A doesn't work. You got to go to plan B. It's effective 95% of the time.
Well, technically, Jack is right. I was Plan B, and I was waiting at the top of the guard tower, ready to break through that skylight if I needed to.
What a killer.
Mission Impossible style. Dun, 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 dun.
Never do that again.
We have Mission Impossible, but don't have Wookiees. Good.
I have a formal complaint.
I want a complaint formally. Let me get my suit.
Wilhelmina steps up and says, "All right, Dosh. So, now that you have the records, where are we going next?
Directly to his house.
Do we have any sort of plan?"
Yes.
Yes, we get our dragon to eat him.
And then she kills him.
Vigus chimes in and says, "Actually, that might not be such a bad idea there, Wilhelmina.
All right, game, set, and match.
But, hold on, really quick. I just want to say, I don't like it when you tell me to shut up."
I don't like it when you talk. So we're both at an inconvenience here. I guess we'll live with it.
The meanest priest I've ever seen, right?
Obviously, you haven't seen That's My Boy, have you?
Donovan told me that I should stand up for myself, so I'm gonna do that.
No, you keep my name out of your mouth, boy.
Donovan who?
Donovan likes Cher.
See, now I have to kick your ass.
Thank you for clarifying.
We have a guy in this team named Donovan like Cher.
Yeah, he sings all the time.
There's a guy on this team that dresses like a pirate. Who's Steve the pirate?
Scurvy. Hey, look, Steve the pirate.
Who am I going to share all this buried treasure with? Gar. Peter.
Gar, Steve.
Finrail says, "Wait, I hope you're not talking about me. I don't sound like a pirate."
Who the fuck brought this guy?
We have a cowboy on this team.
Sounds like Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimdale Dimmadome.
That's right.
That's right.
Instead of Gar, just howdy, partner.
Howdy.
Are you talking about the Hammer Dome? That place hasn't been standing in nearly 20 years.
Yeah, neither have the owners.
Dude. Oh, I didn't realize.
Oh, wait, that's not
can you
my
tell me what
character anymore.
happened?
Wait, that's not my character. Flashbacks. Do you want me to start from the beginning?
Yes, please.
Okay, so there was these 2 baby half-orcs, and everyone died. The end.
That sounds like a great story for another time there, Jack. I actually happen to know those two, and the story's not that interesting. Anywho,
Oof.
Our listeners agree.
I'll tell them you said that.
I suppose we will follow Dosh's plan, and we'll leave this area, and then we will climb aboard Taylor's Dragonback, and then we will fly to Hoke Venderberg's residence and stop this incursion before he can do any harm by bringing in demons and Trugalan forces.
Can we take a rest first?
Yeah.
Are we rested? I'd like to be rested before we get going.
I'm rested.
We used some spell slots last time.
Oh, we didn't, so let's go.
Just sleep on Taylor's back during the journey.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, we're gonna tie you to her legs.
Yeah, you could do that.
Is the journey long enough?
It would only be a short rest if you rested while flying.
Isn't that all I need?
Well, we're just going to have Taylor do the trip twice so that we are still there for a long
Or we
long
could
rest.
just snooze and then ride Taylor all night.
I picture Taylor on the back having a big saddle like Appa from Avatar, where we could all just chill in it.
See, usually when you try to put a saddle on a female, they get mad.
That's why you got the spurs.
The giant Appa saddle is actually what I envisioned as well.
Gotcha.
But yes, as long as we can
She
get
doesn't
going.
like the saddle. She likes bareback.
Well, the saddle allows multiple room for many passengers.
Just don't
True.
pull her hair. She might fly off course.
I mean, we know where we know where he is. Should we go?
Touch him.
What if he's at his mama's house? Do we
Touch
have her
her.
address?
Touch her too.
I say we just wait for the appropriate time of day, and or, when we know he'll be at home, and then
You hit
go.
him with his weakness,
His mom.
violence.
Oh,
Meatloaf.
the meatloaf. We want it now.
What? Okay, so let's clarify a couple of things. Are you doing a long rest at the inn, or are you short resting while flying to his house?
I can just short rest to regain spell slots, right?
No.
Well, then I'd like to long rest.
Did I use any spell slots? Yeah, I should.
Warlocks can, but only warlocks, I think.
Well, then yes, I can.
But then Jack Jackerson can suck a dick.
Oh, cool. Donovan is a warlock?
Since
But-
when?
But you don't know that.
Since 30 seconds ago.
I'm just short resting.
Okay.
Unless Jack here needs a longer rest, but I don't think he used
I
many
used-
spells.
I used 2.
Use the
second level.
dash action to sleep twice as fast.
I mean, I used 2 second levels.
Yeah, that shouldn't kill you. So you wait until cover of night, and then you wind up skedaddling out of the inn, going to an open field, and then Taylor transforms, you climb aboard, and you all take off in the direction of Hoke's residence. You don't know exactly what type of residence it is. As you're flying, you take a short rest, and if you're doing a short rest, you can regain hit points by rolling hit dice, and you have a number of hit dice equal to your level. So if anybody needs to roll those now, go ahead.
No, I don't.
I don't think anybody lost hit points last time.
No, I just want spell slots back.
Alrighty, so you fly high over Chorus, and then you reach Hoke's residence, and you realize that it is a sprawling manor. It is nestled on a large plot of land. There are extensive gardens, and there are fountains, and there are gravel walkways. Not a single light is on in the manor.
Did anybody get like a clairvoyance type ability?
Oh, actually, I have.
I have. Show me
I have a
directly where to
spell
go.
straight up called clairvoyance. I forgot about that.
No, it's like one of the only things I don't have.
What
Thanks,
does that?
Matt.
What does that word mean?
Clairvoyance?
Yes.
It lets you
Oh.
clairvoyate.
Yeah, it allows you to find the voyance of Claire.
I never gone looking for clairvoyant before, but
I heard it was quite buoyant.
You should try it sometime. It's exquisite.
it's a good explanation. I
Can
know what I'm
can I
looking for.
use tongues on Claire's voyant?
How'd that go for you?
What about stone shape? Or flame strike?
Yes. Life strike.
So, Matt, did you want to use clairvoyance, or does anybody else want to use anything, observe anything as you're circling over the manor?
Are there any guards patrolling in these gardens or anything?
Give me a perception check. And do it with disadvantage because it is dark.
But what if I have Devil's Sight where I can see in normal and magical darkness up to 120 feet?
On a fucking dragon.
You're high up in the air, so go ahead and do disadvantage.
Fine.
What if he squints real hard?
It was 17 and a... We're taking the 17.
What was the other one?
20.
Nice rolls. Yeah, with the 17, you don't see any guards down there.
Okay. So looks relatively clean. That was while we were deciding if we were clairvoyating.
I guess all clairvoyance does is I can choose a location and put a sensor there that would let me see or hear in like a small area. So that would be more if like, you know, we were trying to like listen in on a conversation or something. Not necessarily scan for homies.
Hmm.
Well, we're just trying to eat him, right?
And then kill him.
Yes.
We're trying to gobble him up.
Right in his tush.
Do
So
I know
it's-
if Hoke likes to wear any kind of specific jewelry or like clothes or
Do you
anything that's unique to him?
Do you think he's evil?
You don't know anything about Hoke, honestly, aside from the name and his reputation.
And that he's evil.
Do I even know what he looks like?
Well, you've never met Hoke.
No one's ever been like, hey, Hoke, he's this big fat ass with red hair or something.
Not in canon, they haven't.
That's why they call him the gingerbread man.
Gigi.
Wait, is that what he actually looks like?
No, he doesn't look like the
Oh.
gingerbread man.
Not the gingerbread man.
Not the gumdrop button.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
Did I accidentally just describe what Hoke looks like exactly?
No, you did not.
Dang.
Do we know if he's evil?
Yes, based on everything that has been told to you, he is evil.
Yeah,
Can
like when
I-
he walks down the sidewalk and he doesn't make room for people coming the opposite direction.
Can I detect evil?
You would have to be closer to the manor, and right now you're higher than 120 feet.
So what you're telling me is I have to skydive.
Again,
Did we do that? Oh, we did. Halo jump. Oh, I guess it worked the first time, didn't it?
Just come down his chimney like good old Kris Kringle and fuck him up.
we are recording this almost around Christmas, so
I'm pretty sure Kris Kringle doesn't slide down somebody's chimney and whoop this motherfucker's ass.
Just bring a dragon down the chimney just to eat him,
You've been naughty this year.
and then kill him afterwards too.
What's in your bag, Santa? Pain.
A dragon.
What'd you bring for the Christmas party? Beef.
Yeah, it could actually work because Taylor's small enough that we could drop her down the chimney and then she could turn into a dragon inside.
It's just like as we throw her out of the... Like, it's like, what's in the bag? We just throw Taylor out of the bag. She transforms into a dragon.
And mounts him.
It's all
Nice.
large projectile.
And then eats him afterwards. And then kills him.
I feel like if we just send Taylor down, she's gonna get fucking two-pieced.
So wait, hold on. Have we established, does it look like anybody's even home?
All the lights are off and there's no guards around.
Do they have a Ring doorbell?
Hey, Taylor, serious question while we're just, trying to decide what we're doing.
Yeah, sure.
You remember back when we were infiltrating Lady Nightvale's party and you were there and you were in disguise as not a halfling, so you were tall, and you were wearing a necklace that specifically made you taller.
Yeah?
If you were already faking being a halfling, why was that even necessary? Why wouldn't you just fake being something else?
Well, because if I wound up running into anybody that... Okay, hold on.
You broke Paul.
I was operating as Taylor the halfling. And therefore, when I went undercover with you all... Well, no, you weren't all there. But when I went undercover with other people that were part of... What was our group?
The Revengers.
No, not... You guys weren't, I guess, part of Wilhelmina's group. As part of Wilhelmina's group, I needed to maintain that form. I couldn't just transform into something else.
Weren't you supposed to be in disguise anyways?
See, this
From my dragon form, yeah.
This is why we have a problem, Taylor. You can't trust me. It hurts my feelings, and I lash out at you.
Oh, that's why?
Maybe if you two keep a more open communication, you guys could figure this out, make things work.
As you say that, who has a perception higher than 13?
Me.
Passive perception.
Me.
Can it be equal to 13?
No, higher than 13.
Me.
Okay. Donovan and Jack, you both catch Wilhelmina looking over at Finrail
They're gonna do it.
as Josh is talking about open communication.
I say we just look at each other, do the old head nod, and then watch secretly to gossip.
Wait, how do you calculate passive perception again?
10 plus your perception modifier.
Does your proficiency go into it at all, or is it...
If you're proficient in perception.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. Okay, so I didn't see it. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck me.
I want to turn around and look at him and say, yes, open communication, you heathens. Especially in the bedroom. You're welcome.
Who are you addressing that to?
The very happy couple also riding Taylor.
Wilhelmina snaps her.
No, Dash and Josh, that couple.
You already broke Paul. You don't need to break him again.
Yeah, you didn't know? Josh and Dosh this whole time?
Your name is Josh Johnson? That seems somehow familiar.
Playing dummy sticks.
We're interlocking fingers as we're holding hands. My thumb is gently rubbing back and forth on his palm.
See, one can't take the other's name because it would be way too confusing.
So we're going to take both last names. So I'm going to be Josh Donson Johnson. And Dosh Johnson. It would be Josh Johnson Donson. And Dosh Johnson Donson. I think I said it.
You said the same thing twice.
Well,
Dosh
this is
Johnson
canon now.
Donson and Dosh
No,
Johnson
yeah, it'd be
Donson. Wait,
Josh,
I said the same thing twice too.
Josh Donson Johnson and Dosh Johnson
Donson.
Donson.
But that wouldn't be the same last name.
This
They'd
is
both
saying-
be taking two different last names
Okay,
that
so
just happen to be flip-flop versions.
so we would just have to add one on. So what it would be Josh Donson Johnson and Dosh Donson Johnson. Yeah, and we're going Donson Johnson.
or we
That's the
could
last
both
name.
take a unique last name.
I'd say that's a pretty unique
Jackerson.
name.
I meant Wackerson. Sorry.
Like Cher.
Josh, Donson, Johnson, Jackerson, like Cher. It's got a nice ring to it. It really rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, you could abbreviate it DJD or
JDJJLC.
JDJLC?
of course.
Okay.
JDJLC.
It's the name of our club.
So Finrail turns to Dosh and Josh and says, "Wait a second. You two are a couple?"
Canon now.
Not a problem. He just reminds me so much of myself. I don't know what it is.
They say opposites attract, right?
Well, I think that has some merit to it, and he glances over at Wilhelmina.
Jackerson, what's the What's the Church of Helleros's opinion on the premaritals?
I'm trying to think of what to say that's not going to get cut.
And I would also like to know the Church of Helleros's opinion on Josh and Donson's relationship. Or Josh and Josh's. Damn it.
And just think how many times I managed to say that correctly last time when I was drunk.
This is 4.
Yeah, we weren't really a part of the story last time, I feel like. We had a lot of Wookiee talk going on.
Wookie.
I need to know if your god allows what me and Dosh have been doing. And
Cornholing in the fields.
and what Wilhelmina and Finrail have been doing as well. Or thinking about doing at least.
I think,
Maybe actually doing?
And I nudge
I
him.
turn around and be like, y'all fucking?
Finrail, y'all fucking.
Y'all fucking? You hit that shit?
Hit him with Zone of Truth.
Oh.
Finrail says, well, and Wilhelmina says, no, of course not.
Have you ever thought about it?
You're a liar.
I wouldn't even entertain that question.
I would like to use
Oh,
insight.
come on now, Billy.
Wait, they're gonna do it themselves.
Hold on. They're working this one out.
Actually, yeah, let's see how this plays out.
Let the power of Helleros heal.
Last I heard was, come on, Billy.
Oh, come on, Billy. I mean, I thought we were finally trying to get somewhere. I thought that things were going good between us. Yes, of course things are good between us, but that doesn't mean that... It doesn't mean what now, Billy? Please stop calling me Billy. I told you that is a pet name that I don't want you using right now. Well, if you don't want me to call you pet names and you don't want me to talk to you as if we were trying to get somewhere, then what are we at all?
Stir this fucking pot. Let's go. Let's stir it some more.
All right, is this really what we should be talking about as
Yes.
we're hovering above a castle ready for a mission, guys?
We can't go into combat with these kind of feelings unresolved. What if something were to happen? You need to know where you stand.
Finrail says, oh, I think I know exactly where we stand. I'm good to go.
I like it.
Billy, are you good to go? Do you know where you stand? Are you guys on the same page here?
I suppose so.
Well, if you have anything to say, let's do it now, because you might not make it out of this shithole alive.
What has been your most wild fantasy about Finrail? Somebody cast Zone of Truth. Go.
You're gonna need 2 girls and a cup. Wait, I do have Zone of Truth, don't I?
I would hope so. You're a priest. You should be able to get the truth out of anybody.
It's called
Cleric.
confession.
I have
It's called a confession.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I do have Zone of Truth.
I also have Detect Thoughts.
Oh, God.
Oh wait, I think I have that.
Just start detecting thoughts and
I
say
have call-
everything out loud that they are thinking.
See what gets a ping.
We're gonna be okay. I have calm emotions. Wish I had that in real life.
Vigus has been sitting at the edge of the Appa saddle and suddenly says, look, everyone, there's a light on in the house.
Fuck off, Figus. We're trying to figure out 2
We're
marriages.
trying to see the light in their relationship. Look, Billy, you already died once. You have your second chance.
I'm trying to
Don't
see
let it slip away again.
if I have anything that'll stop me from dying.
Do
if I
not miss
jump.
your chance to blow. This
Oh.
opportunity comes.
All right, I want to say, Taylor, are you ready to take us down?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't want to hear any more of this.
Right, and before we immediately descend, Josh and Dosh, I pronounce you 2 married. Hey, Billy and Finrail, y'all are married too. Let's fucking hit it.
Do we sense any jealousy from Taylor?
Nobody cast Detect Thoughts, so Taylor starts to descend.
Did she fart on the way down? Because that would be a good indication.
Does she
of her being
descend in a
upset.
particularly aggressive way? Like she has some resentment to some people on the saddle?
Yeah, she does descend a little aggressively.
Interesting.
I have a question about how telepathically communicating works.
Okay.
If I have awakened mind where I can telepathically communicate with any creature in 30 feet, regardless of language, can I, so does that mean I can, read people's thoughts and then just,
Don't say anything.
make a connection with them? Or do I just, send a message and then they can...
It's like Facebook Messenger. They have to accept your message first.
And what's it like when the message is pending to come through? Do they just hear this loud ringing? They have to either accept or decline it to actually hear what it is.
They just hear a little
And it just never stops until the message is either accepted or declined.
I'm pretty sure that, Donovan, you can speak to other people's minds, but they cannot respond.
Hey, Taylor, flap your wings once if you're mad. Hey, Taylor, flap your wings twice if you're not.
All right.
So let's get these newlyweds down here. Let's have ourselves a honeymoon.
We tie cans off the back of Taylor.
I don't want to know what you two do with your cans, okay?
It says just hitched on the back.
You keep that out of Helleros's light. False. 5 faces? 6 faces.
5 faces.
5 faces, and they're all looking at you with disappointment.
I have 5 faces. They all disapprove of your decisions.
Hey there, everyone. Here is a quick update from those of us behind the mics. I'm your DM, Paul, and these are this week's announcements. First, I want to thank all of our listeners for your support. If you've been enjoying the show, we welcome you to leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or Podchaser. We love to see your comments. We love to hear your feedback, so much so that we read your reviews on the show. If you listen to our previous episode, we even read a few of those reviews several times over, and there are more still to come, so your review could be next. To those of you who are able to support us financially on patreon.com/deathsavingbros, a huge thank you to you as well. As the month of May 2022 comes to a close, so does the qualification period for the upcoming set of physical rewards. Beginning June 2022, if you become a Shade Arrow supporter for at least 3 of the next 6 months, so that's through November 2022, you'll be eligible for exclusive Death Saving Bros merchandise. Previous fulfillments have included t-shirts, canvas maps, and character miniatures. However, if you can't commit to that level of monthly support, be on the lookout, because we will be revamping the reward structure for the lower tiers in the coming weeks. There is a public post on our Patreon as of posting this episode, and we're looking to get some final feedback on what you, the listeners, would like to see. We welcome all input, and then we'll make final adjustments as to what the new Patreon supporter tiers and rewards will look like. So even if you're not currently a patron, but might want to become one at, say, the $5 tier, send us your thoughts at patreon.com/deathsavingbros to help form what your tier would look like in the future. Speaking of Patreon, I always like to recognize those patrons that support us and have made this show possible before getting you back to the episode. Those who pledge at the $5 tier get a shout out at the end of the show, but the following individuals have pledged to support us financially at the $10 tier or higher, so they get their supporter shout-out right now. Ryan Cushman and Gene L. Jackson. Thank you all for your support. There's just one final thing to share before getting you back to the episode. The Death Saving Bros crew will be taking a summer break here shortly, so there will not be an episode on June 14th. That would be the next bi-weekly release date, but we will be taking that release week off, which means that the next episode, that's episode 97, will be released on June 28th, 2022. Mark your calendars, and we'll see you then. Without further ado, we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
All right, so we're descending aggressively and rapidly, and we saw a light on.
So with the lights on in the room, do we see anything in the room? Anybody in there?
I'll give you this one without a perception check. You do not see anything. The light
Look at
is
their curtains.
the light is seeping out in between the cracks in some pretty heavy curtains, so you can't see
Okay.
anything moving in the room.
Okay, that's fair.
Taylor asks, "All right, so I'm descending. Where are we going?"
Where's the weakest
I don't know.
point
Was
of
it
the roof?
Ficus you said to descend?
Do we know the weakest point of the roof?
No, why would I know that?
We just go straight into that window?
I thought we were gonna drop her down the chimney.
Why don't we just Kool-Aid Man the ceiling?
We'll just jump off onto the roof.
All right.
What's the fun in that?
Oh wait. Is the room where the lights on like the bottom floor or the top floor?
Go through all the floors.
Top floor.
Top floor, so roof. Right?
All right.
Right.
Through it? Hey Taylor, can you smash the what's the roof made out of? Wood or cinder block? Hopefully it's cinder block.
Obsidian.
Most buildings in this era and area are made out of wood.
So you're telling me that there's people that can transform into dragons and halflings, but people haven't figured out how to use fucking blocks yet? Are you fucking cracked? Okay, we're going through the roof.
All right.
Fuck it.
And
Full send.
Taylor wings her way down and over the roof, and then it's only a 5-foot drop from her back to the roof.
I think the instruction was
We're going through the roof.
you're dropping us off on the second floor, not on the roof. So I need you to ascend and then come barreling back down again.
So Taylor does glide right over the roof, and then she starts climbing again. She goes, "Are you nuts? I don't know what's going to happen in there. There could be wizards. There could be a whole bunch of guards in there. I don't
Hold
know.
on.
I am not crashing through the top of the building."
You're a fucking dragon.
It's a good thing we brought our dragon.
I'll detect the evil. Bitches. How does that work? I don't know.
So detect evil and good.
Yeah, that one.
That allows you to tell if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you. Or are you trying to use a paladin feature?
That's so much boring. No, I was trying to use detect evil and good, but apparently it's not strong enough to do that, so we're just gonna fucking guess. I said, don't worry, Taylor, I already just detected that there's no wizards in there to blow you up, so we gotta smash this bitch.
Or, I guess now that we have a room that we know specifically, I could try casting clairvoyance in there and see if I can see.
Do we have to hold you over the side so you can see through the window?
Just grab his legs.
Clairvoyance
lower
is
him.
just me physically looking in there.
You can only cast the invisible sensor of clairvoyance in a location that is familiar to you. So you had to have visited or seen it before.
A familiar or obvious location. Like something like on the other side of that door.
Oh, okay, that's true. That's the second part of the spell. Okay.
Okay, Josh, grab your husband's legs and hang him over the side of the house.
Come on, sweetie.
Don't act like he hasn't grabbed you before. Let's get this moving, sugar tits. Go.
All right.
Oh, he's bashful.
Exactly what I do. I first take my pants off and then. Kidding. Easy. I know all you guys want to see this, but no.
What do you mean, you guys? What do you mean, you people?
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, so seriously, if the best bet is for me to lower my husband,
Whoa. Hey now.
Hey now, you just married him, dumbass.
then I'd like to do so.
Yes, you'll definitely have to lower me into position for it to work.
Guys, way to be all inclusive. Proud of you guys.
I just realized I have an Echo Knight, so I can make two of me.
Ooh.
That can make for some fun nights.
Ooh. I guess there's no equivalent of Paris in this world. So what would be the Eiffel Tower in
In this world?
in this world?
I don't know, the Arkshine?
That sounds hot. Gotta give you that arc
Give me
shine.
the arc shine.
All right.
Two sides of arc shine.
We'll arc shine later, but now I guess the best way, so if I do just grab his ankles and lower him, am I going to need to make some sort of strength? Like, to make sure I can do it?
Yes.
No, these are familiar ankles to you.
And if I were to do something more along the lines of tie a rope around him,
Proficient.
Ooh.
and, well, yes, bind him by rope and then tie it around me and then wrap that around the chimney or something, would that not require, like, a check and it would be successful?
That would then require a sleight of hand check to make sure that the knot is good.
All right, well, I'm much better at strength, so I'm just gonna grab my husband's bare ankles. I'd like to make sure that first I pull up his pant leg so I can feel his skin and have a good grip on his ankles. Just because I wouldn't want the pants to slip because, you know, a little loose around the waist these days. And I'm gonna lower him over. And as I'm holding him down, I'm just... the view I have. I hope you're wearing a skirt today. Just so I could look right up.
You know, I used to think you were crazy, but now I can see you're nuts.
Yeah, but it's happening. So yes, I grab his bare bony ankles, and I'm going to lower him so he can peer in through the window.
Now that I'm in a satisfactory position, I'm going to cast Clairvoyance inside that room.
Okay.
Clairvoyance, which, by the way, has a range of 1 mile.
So completely unnecessary. I hate this.
Okay, so then I will assume that Taylor made another pass over the roof. Josh and Dosh jumped off, landed on the roof, and then did this whole thing. So I'm going to need a stealth check from both of you to land on the roof.
God damn it.
While they're doing this whole feat, can I telepathically communicate with Josh?
What do you want to be in my head for?
I'm just gonna be like, just, hey, while your husband's casting clairvoyance in there, make sure he just tells us what he sees as well.
Just scream it.
I'm just gonna... He's like whispering up to me when he's hearing, hey, so he says he sees a person.
There's 2 dudes.
There's 2 dudes in there. They're holding ankles. They're 96ing.
That's your reflection in the window, Josh.
So, message heard and understood. I rolled a 19 on the stealth.
I rolled a 30 on the stealth.
What?
Fantastic. You land like fucking cat burglars on the shingles.
I would never steal a cat.
And you make your way down to over the lit window. And then I need Josh to roll an athletics check to lower Dosh.
This might be the worst running gag we've ever had.
I would look deeply into his eyes and be like, I trust you.
I think my boner's gonna mess me up because I only rolled a 13. Hopefully that's strong enough.
I mean, Dosh is pretty light. He's kind of on the smallish side.
Yeah, a 13 does pass the check. So
I'm just slightly distracted, so it's not perfect, but...
Actually, I think back at the beginning I did roll for my height and my weight. So I am 137 pounds and 5'6".
That's pretty average. Some regular dude.
So, Dosh, you are now in position to look into the window if you wanted to, but you go ahead and cast Clairvoyance on the opposite side of the curtain, and
Wait, can I see in there without casting Clairvoyance?
You'd have to make a disadvantaged perception check because there's only a small crack in the curtain.
Yeah, I'll just cast Clairvoyance.
Well, he's used to handling small cracks.
Okay. So you cast Clairvoyance, and then are you going to choose seeing or hearing?
Seeing first.
Okay. You cast clairvoyance so that the sensor appears on the other side of the curtain, and you can now see in the room. In your mind's eye, it grows a little fuzzy, and then it's like tuning the old television sets. And suddenly you can see in the room, there's one man sitting at a single table, and you recognize it immediately as Clayton Colwyn.
Dick.
Who the fuck is that?
See, he's the only one in there.
Clayton Colwyn is the only one in that room. And you can see that Clayton is sitting at a table eating a bowl of soup, and there is a single candelabra lit on the table.
Deciding whether or not to fuck with Clayton.
Who's Clayton?
He's some prick.
I think it's his ex-lover.
Clayton Colwyn is the actual owner of the Crow's Heads, and when Roscoe was doing all of that shit in Salt Mine Valley, he was actually acting on behalf of Clayton, and then Dosh stepped in and took over everything. Clayton showed up and then wants all of his stuff back.
Oh, so we should kill him.
Well,
I think that would be a good course of action.
potentially.
What better wedding gift to give to the newlyweds than him decapitating the other guy that's trying to bone him?
Our wedding gift is the opportunity to murder someone?
Yeah.
That's a great gift.
You guys got married on the back of a dragon on a recon mission. I think more normal things have happened.
I could not have thought of a better way to spend my wedding night. Where's the honeymoon gonna be?
Right now.
Clayton's room.
Oh, God. Cast silence!
All right, so you see Clayton sitting at the table. What would you like to do next?
Honestly,
I would like to change it to audio.
Oh, you're eating
Actually,
soup.
that's exactly what you hear.
Nice. All right, I guess I'll change it. I'll change it back to video.
Roll for
Wait,
boner.
did you hear? When you were looking the first time, was he eating a bowl of soup or was there somebody underneath his desk?
Oh, no. Oh,
I mean,
no.
according to Paul, there's just him and his bowl of soup.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure what that sound actually was.
Although, in the time between, changing from video to audio, I don't know if someone else ran in there. So I'm going to change it back to video.
There is no tablecloth on the table. You can clearly see that Clayton is seated alone.
Or his pants up.
Yes.
There's no, fly that's down or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
What are we doing here, guys?
I was gonna say, we're waiting for you two to come back on your mission. This is y'all's episode. This is your mission. We had ours last time.
Yeah, we're not married.
All right, so I guess I'm going to leave it on the video thing for now. I could be like, hey, sweetie pie, can you pull me up?
Be sure to not to hit your boner on the side of the roof.
It's like, oh, it's caught in the gutter. Hold on. You're kind of reverse hooking yourself here.
I pull him up.
Thanks, Schnookums.
And then he pulls Josh up.
No problem. Buttercup.
I could be like, okay, so it's this guy I know.
How do you know him?
I immediately get jealous. You can see it in my face. Oh, a guy you know, huh?
Yeah, his name's Clayton. He's not the best
The best at what?
at being.
Gay or a person?
Mm-hmm. Well, you tell Clayton he could fuck right off. All right, so Clayton,
Christ.
he's a bad guy.
Bad guy is probably working with Hoke.
Bad guy, worst lover. Working with another bad man.
Who's also probably a bad lover.
Okay.
But,
So two bad dudes doing two bad things.
yep, we could probably try and abduct Clayton and get him to, if Hoke isn't here, tell us where he might be. Or if Hoke is here, tell us what room he's in at least.
Okay. Now, if we penetrate this room and get Clayton 2-on-1, then how do we make sure he's not going to scream? And then more people might come in.
See, one of us can try and get him from behind, while the other person goes for his mouth. And that way, he won't be able to make a sound. And that way, we can really get in there and try and get the information we need.
And what if things get messy? And what if things get a little messy while we're in there?
There's some more men show up.
Did you really stir this shit up?
I guess we'll just have to deal with them as they come. I mean, I feel like I can comfortably take, and I look at my hands and kind of just glance around my body. I'm like, I think I can comfortably take 4 at once.
I think it sounds like a good plan. So I guess we need to answer 2 more things. 1, how are we going to get in there first? We going in the front door, the back door, the side door, the chimney?
I say, alternatively, I can cast sleep.
Or I could make you guys a door to penetrate.
He won't even see us coming.
I could also blind him
So,
and dominate person.
yes, that was going to be my next thing is what should everybody else be doing? Are they going to enter with us?
Well, the more you have entering at once, the more successful.
Well, even if more guys show up, I do have fast friends and tongues
All right. I would like to
and guiding hand.
I'd like to give the signal to Taylor to come land.
The signal is ka.
Taylor alights on the roof.
All right. Well, when she lands, she sees Josh and Dosh in a prom pose, waiting to greet them. And I'd like to say that, well, first, welcome to the rooftop. Okay, so here's what I propose. Based on his gorgeous eyes over there, what he was able to see in the house was Clayton. Bad man named Clayton.
Clayton, last name Bigsby.
And we think he would be working with Hoke. So, what we might propose is that Jackerson, comma, Jack, middle name,
Urson.
initial. What's middle initial? Jack, what's your middle initial?
Oh.
Jack, orgasm, Jackerson,
No.
oyster,
No.
Oscar,
No.
Offerman.
Oliver. Offerman?
Is it Jack O.J. Simpson? Jackerson.
What a killer.
Jack, I'd like to address you properly. What is your middle name?
Offerman.
Jack, Offerman, Jackerson.
And I'm not the gay one.
We're going to use him. If you would create a door through the roof, it will make us easy to drop inside.
Sure. Now, how big of a door do you guys need? I know you guys are good at getting into tight spaces. However, I want you guys to be comfortable on your special night.
Well, if there's at least 2 of us going in at once, there's
Here's the
entrance.
thing. I would like for all of us to jump in this one together.
Ooh, so it needs to be real expansive.
Yeah, because
We
what
need
could
to have
happen...
a lot of give to the borders of the door.
Proper stretch, I got you.
So, no, essentially what we're looking for is for you to create a large door for all of us to go inside of. And then we're all going to go in, and then we'll all be in a room with just us and Clayton, and we could use him for information on the whereabouts of Hoke. And if Hoke's home, then great, we can find out where in the house he is, and then go kill his ass. And if he's not home, we could at least find out when he'll get home. That's what we propose.
Question to the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Stone. If I use stone shape,
Mm-hmm.
does it make an audible noise of me crafting stone?
What if you also have silence going, so
I'm
you
gonna say-
don't hear the crafting of said stone?
But I only have one spell slot left for silence.
Or is
Wait,
it like
I
a
could-
magic poof?
Couldn't I cast silence as a higher spell slot?
Yeah, you could cast it as a level 2.
Well, it is a level 2.
Silence, I don't think has different levels of.
Well, I'm saying, like, if I wanted to use, like, a 5th level spell slot to cast silence if we really needed it, could I do that?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
See, I'm new to this magic shit. I want to make sure I know what we... You silence him hard.
He's real quiet.
So you can always cast a spell up. You can't.
But you can't
a
cast
spell
it down.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'm with you. So, physics. If I were to shape a door in the stone, would it alert multiple men that would want to inflict harm on us?
I'm gonna say no. And you're lucky because I did happen to say that this was a shingle roof made out of slate shingles. I didn't say slate, but that's what they're made out of. So you can actually shape a hole in the roof.
Yeah, that's
And
kind of
then
why
I can
like...
shoot him with a banishing arrow.
God damn it. That's kind of what I was going with. If not, I was going to make a small incision next to the window, and we were going to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles our asses straight through there. So it is... Okay, we could just drop on the table in his soup. Bitch didn't order
What if it's
dudes
hot?
with your soup.
And as soon as we do, I'd like to cast Tasha's hideous laughter, so he has no choice but to find it funny.
So the stone shape can't be larger than 5 feet.
In a square fashion?
No more than 5 feet in any dimension. So height, width, thickness.
Yeah, so I could make a square of 5 feet.
Yes.
5 by 5 square.
Correct.
Which would allow no more than 2 of you to jump down at any one time.
Okay.
Well, thank goodness.
So we're in pairs.
You won't have to let go of each other's ankles for this.
Should we...
You
Should
can
we,
just cartwheel straight into there.
should we leave Figus with Taylor until we give her the signal?
Caw, caw.
You say that, Taylor just whips Figus through the window. Comes crashing through, just his hair's flying in the wind, dagger in both hands, screaming like Prothean.
And then he gets fucking stabbed with a spoon.
Well, maybe that's a good idea to leave Taylor on the roof with Figus. And that way they could keep watch to see if anybody else comes approaching the house.
Right.
And if we need anything, like an emergency, hey, crash through the roof as a dragon, we could easily make that happen.
Right. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to look at the newlyweds, both sets, and my duo here, Donovan, who we're not intimate with.
Yet.
No. I want to look at them, say, are we ready? And I don't wait for them to nod. I just make the door.
Jump! I jump in.
Do you literally make a door or do you make a hole?
I feel like these gentlemen would enjoy if it was a hole, so a hole.
Okay, so a hole forms and then Donovan jumps right in.
I hope to God somebody followed me.
And close the door, close the door.
It's going to be hilarious. No, I make it, and we go in.
Okay. Donovan is first through, though. Donovan, as you come falling through the ceiling, you see Clayton look up. You have a chance to react before he can.
With a mouthful of soup.
I have a chance to react before he can.
You have a surprise round. You have an action.
Blow on his soup for him. Establish friendship.
Can I use water walk to walk
Well,
on his soup?
When no, I just like to hit the ground, and for I guess any sort of action, I would just like to train an arrow, like draw an arrow, ready it, and just it's like don't just tell him very sternly, don't move, don't make a sound.
Is it a banishing arrow?
Maybe.
Good call. I approve of this one. This guy sounds like an ass.
Okay, so are you readying to shoot that if something happens? If he moves or talks?
Any sudden movements or sudden noises? Yes. If he does not listen to me,
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him.
It's funny how in the D&D world that's very like non-threatening, since most people could just tank an arrow just like straight to the face.
But not
Like not really.
not a
Not
banishing
a
shot.
say not a warlock arrow, an arcane archer.
All right, so Clayton slowly puts his hands up on the table. They're just palms facing up, and the rest of you drop through the hole in the ceiling, and you're facing off against one another across this table that he's sitting at.
I want to go cover the door.
Hey, Clayton, buddy.
My friends here have some questions for you. Just cooperate with us and everything will be all right. All right.
Oh, yeah? You really think that everything's going to be all right?
Yes, I'd say so, as long as you cooperate with us.
Maybe I should be saying it the other way around, Dosh. Cooperate with me, and everything will be all right.
Cooperate with my dick.
All right.
Got him.
I non-banishingly just shoot him with a regular arrow, since he can probably tank this right in the leg.
The leg, at least hit him in the chest. If he could breathe with an arrow in him, fuck him.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to hurt him. He knows I'm in business now.
Right in the eyeball.
I retrain an arrow.
So you shoot the arrow, and it stops midair.
God damn it.
Wait, does it matter if I have magical arrows? All of mine are considered magical.
It does not matter if it's magical, but as soon as the arrow stops midair, you realize that it has struck a creature that materializes from invisibility, and you see that it is one of the imps, similar to the ones that had attacked Dosh in South Salt, and it crumples and dies. And then Clayton slowly stands up and says, "It took you long enough to get here. We've been waiting for you." And you see the entire room swarming with demons.
I can't sleep.
And that's where we're going to end our episode.
Caw-caw.
Help.
Wait, are demons undead? No, they're not undead.
What? I think that has to be part of Detect Evil.
Yeah, but you never actually said that you cast it.
Well, yeah, because I didn't think there was going to be fucking imps in the room.
He's just chilling, eating soup calmly, surrounded by like dozens of imps.
God damn it. Can I detect evil?
No, they're good imps.
We hope that you enjoyed this very odd energy episode. We didn't get very far, but we had some good character...
Progressive episode.
Yeah, some good character development, and interested to see what happens in the battle next time. If there is a battle. Who knows? Maybe you guys just give up.
Butt sex, probably. Cowboy. Butt sex.
If you enjoyed what you heard, and you can't wait until the next episode, head over to patreon.com/deathsavingbros to check out the exclusive content that is available there, including bloopers, conversational recaps, and extra episodes. If you would like to keep in touch with us in between episodes, you can reach out on social media at Death Saving Bros on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. I am personally available at HPCamper on Twitter and at hpcamper.14 on Instagram.
You can find me at benfro15.
You can find me at ima_b_rad.
You can probably get a hold of me on Reddit at Death Saving Bros.
And you can find me on the PlayStations as FATT-Smith.
And to all those of you who are listening in your cars, in your homes, or wherever you may be, keep saving those death throws, and we'll see you on the next one. This episode was made possible by our patrons. The following individuals have pledged at the $5 tier. Tad Corsi. Thank you for your support. Some of the sounds and background music in this production are copyright material. The songs Leaf Hollow, Lord Merryweather Wants You Dead, The Merryweather Estate, To Long and to Lose, Viraline Instrumental, and Your Home are copyright Will Savino and the Music D20 Project. The song Rise of the Pumpkin King is copyright Adventure Music. The song Parlor Perturbance Mystery is by Boy King of Idaho. These tracks were used with permission, all rights reserved. The songs Hard Boiled, March of the Spoons, and Sardana are by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution License 4.0 and sourced from filmmusic.io. The tracks Silent Motion and Here and Now are music by Orchestralis. The Death Saving Bros theme song is an abridged version of the song Run by Kai Engel and sourced from the Free Music Archive. This track is used with permission under Creative Commons Attribution License 4.0. You can read the full license at creativecommons.org/licenses/by/4.0/legal code.